He has said that Russia has once again shown that they are not in the mood for a ceasefire and want to wage war. This comes after Russian President Vladimir Putin's remarks suggesting he did not rule out his forces taking control of Ukraine's northeastern city of Sumy as part of efforts to create a buffer zone along the border. He reiterated that other nations are not putting enough pressure on Russia. Meanwhile, drones and missiles launched by Russia overnight have damaged energy infrastructure in central Ukraine's Kremenchuk district in Poltava, injuring one. And in fact, the military, under an agreement struck in Turkey, Russia and Ukraine have completed the second round of prisoner swaps, while both the sides have not confirmed the number of prisoners freed. The captured soldiers were wounded, ill or under 25 years old. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has also accused Western firms of supplying Russia with machine tools used to make weapons. He said companies from Germany, the Czech Republic, South Korea and Japan were among them, as well as one company supplying a small number of components from the United States. Ukraine has repeatedly signaled its allies have not done enough to sanction Russia and curb its supply chain since the beginning of the war, saying it has found Western components in drones and missiles sent by Moscow to them. Glenn Grant, ex-advisor to the Defense Minister of Ukraine, is joining us at this point in time. Mr. Grant, appreciate you being here with us. Well, Russia is now saying that it wants to occupy a northern part of Ukraine. This is obviously not a telltale sign of a country that wants any kind of a de-escalation or peace.
Oh, I think that's pretty obvious. I mean, there is nothing that Russia has said at all about peace that actually has any bearing with reality. I mean, every time Putin says he wants peace, what follows that is a list of demands that are totally unacceptable to anybody, because they would just follow with capitulation, and there is no way that Ukraine can actually go down that path. So when he says that Ukraine is warmongering, you know, Ukraine is fighting for its survival, and it doesn't have much choice. Putin is taking land now inside Ukraine by Sumy, and although he says a buffer zone, that's complete nonsense. That's just for PR. His aim is to take Sumy, because that would be a serious prize for him. As so far they haven't taken really another major city apart from Donetsk at the beginning.
What do you think the Americans are going to do at this point in time? You know, there were a lot of tall statements made by Donald Trump when he assumed office that he's going to see this war end. Do you think that all of that was just plain rhetoric and electioneering and nothing else, and Donald Trump is cozily, in fact, supporting Vladimir Putin at a lot of fronts? In fact, he went to the G7 and said that they shouldn't have kicked Russia out.
Yeah, well, you've made good points there. I mean, I think it's more than just rhetoric. I think it's delay. The aim is from Trump is to convince Ukraine that there might be support on the horizon, but then not give it. I will add that Biden was exactly the same. So we're in a difficult position now in Ukraine because they're actually fast beginning to realize that as European supplies get less and less, that they're actually on their own more and more. And there's a lot of discussion in the social media in Ukraine about this, and people saying we actually have to get serious now about fighting and stop waiting for others to help us, especially US.
All right. Appreciate you joining us and